Hi, I'm back again. I think this time, hopefully, I should make it. Um, I just had a case manager come in and talk to me. It looks like they're planning on discharging me tomorrow or the next day at the latest, and I'll be going home. And if I were to tell you that I am not absolutely scared to death, I would be lying. I am really scared to death. But the alternative of going into a rehab has me even more scared to death because that is unbelievably terrifying. I know what happens in those places. Now, it looks like nobody's able to join me this afternoon. I know I've been really fragmented today because of what's been going on here, but I'm hopeful at the same time. So if any of you are around and care to join me, I'm here kind of waiting for you. I think you probably have given up based upon all the little fragments that I've put out there. So I'll wait for another minute or so and see if anybody joins. Otherwise, I guess I'll abort this one and I'll try it again maybe later in the day. I'm quite terrified, frankly. Hi, whoever you are, I'm glad you come to join me. I was just saying that I just had the case management person come in to see me, and she said that they are going to be having somebody talk to me visiting nurse service. And typically, what they do is they have somebody come in, excuse me, somebody come in and assess you, and that they would have somebody come in a couple of times a week, but the doctor specified I really need somebody to come in every day to do the wound care and to make sure that it stays in pristine condition. This is really scary stuff. I don't know how I'm going to manage this. So if I go home tomorrow, I'm essentially going home. I'm on my own. And I'm going to be praying a whole lot and hoping a whole lot that everything is going to go smoothly. I don't know how much longer I have to be on the antibiotic. I don't know how much longer I need to be feeling this horrible. My pressure started to go up. I need to talk to my cardiologist, and that just reminds me, my ex-daughter-in-law's mother is a nurse, and she was supposed to get me information today. So I'm going to have to try to be in touch with her later to see what information I can get and what I can do to make things happen. I mean, I need to get things done. So I don't know what to say. It's a very, very scary time for me. Hi, Evie. On my way home, I have to stop off at the surgical supply place and get the chair. So I have to see how that can happen. Um, it's very, very frightening. I don't have a single idea of what I'm going to do and how it's going to work. I'm going to have to call up about Meals on Wheels, at least for now, to get something going. And again, it's going to be very, very frightening walking in that house and not having anybody else there. I'm assuming that I can get some help on some level. Um, I need help. I absolutely need help. I need help certainly showering. I need help with my leg. They gave me the option of going back to a rehab, but that's a terrifying thought to me because I think the rehab made me worse. So I think I'm probably better off taking my chances at home on my own than rehab where I have people who just don't care and they don't do any kind of care of the patient. So scary stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to make this whole thing work. I just don't. And it's more than terrifying. So what I need to do is, I guess, first thing I need to do is to call that guy, tell him I'll be in tomorrow or the next day, whenever it is that they let me out, and I will order the chair. I'm praying the less expensive chair works, because I have other things at this point that I absolutely have to do that I would love to see if the rest of the money that everybody so kindly put in the fund can pay for a couple of the other things that need taken care of. So I think I'm going to be relying on you guys probably more than I want to. And it's scary. It's scary. And of course, Linda telling me that she doesn't think I should go home. And she said to me, you're going to be all alone, and just frightening stuff. So once again, I cannot focus on, they actually told me that if I go into the store is not far from where I live. They said if I go in and I pick the chair, they will deliver the chair. Am I not on? I look like I'm frozen. It looks like I'm frozen. I don't see myself moving. I have no idea whether I'm on. Can somebody tell me? They will deliver the chair. They will set it up in my house, so at least I can function on that level. I will not have a television on that level yet, and I really need to find out when my son is coming in, so I'll know when I'll have somebody there, even if it's for a tiny little piece of time. So, oh, you can hear me? Oh, I'm so glad, Evie. That's great news. So, yeah, that will be taken care of, and I still have food in my refrigerator. I don't know all that I have. It was bought for me days ago. So in anticipation of my being home on Saturday, and it won't be till later in the week, so some of it I'm sure will work well for me. Some of it maybe not as much, but I'm going to do the best I can with whatever I've got going for me there, and just hope that I can function from day to day. And I'm definitely going to need, physical therapy as well, coming into the house and helping me. There are things that I just cannot do. So I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I'm really scared. Hi, Dan. Yeah, it's nice to see you. Rita, I just got the news that they're planning on discharging me, I guess, tomorrow or the next day. And I'm concerned about what will be available to me. I'm really frightened about what might not be available to me, because without it, I can't function. And I'm going to be alone in the house, and I just can't function without certain things available to me. So what on earth am I going to do? It's very, very scary. I wish that I had lived with somebody, that I had somebody to share times with, and certainly to have there, so that there would be another warm body in the house. And if I needed to go somewhere, somebody who would be able to drive. Yeah, it's hard, Rita. It's hard. But the alternative is much more frightening, because if I go back into rehab, God knows what I'll pick up next time. It could be deadly. It's very, very frightening. I have no idea where the future is going to take me. I can only pray that it takes me to a good place. I have to keep positive and pray that it works. I don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work. I don't know, and it's very, very scary. It's just very, very scary. And I'm trying not to be scared. I'm trying to be upbeat. But, yeah, I hope it is. it may, oh, yeah, wouldn't that be great to look back on it and say, hey, listen, remember that terrible time? But again, I don't think I was as frightened when I didn't have the infection, but the infection scares me and it needs wound care, and I know how important it is that it be done right. Um, I know, it's just really, really scary. That's another part of the scary, and I can't even let myself think about it because, as my brother said, my only job right now is to heal. But unfortunately, people want to get, I can't stay. They're wanting me out maybe tomorrow or the next day, so I can't stay. So that's going to be the end of this visit. If I wanted to go into a rehab, then I certainly could possibly be here an extra day or two if I needed to be, but that would just buy me that little bit of time. And I don't know at that point what difference it would make. Oh, Dan, please. I just, I'm just, I may be frightened for no reason. It may turn out to be just fine. I don't know. I think if it were not for this new wrinkle with my leg, and the leg is hugely swollen, and they told me that it could stay like this for quite a while. Um, so I don't know. The doctor, I'm going to tell the doctor, I really need a letter from the doctor saying that I require wound care because it may make a difference in the visiting nurse service that I do get. So I have to see once again. I did get a medical alert thing. I'm not sure it turned out to be the right thing. It was the one that John Walsh touts. It was through Amazon. It was supposed to be a really good price, but when they sent the invoice was for much higher, and that disappointed me because it was supposed to have money off. It didn't show the money off, and I need to talk to them because this is going to be a real serious problem if if it doesn't work for me and I wind up losing that money. They tell me that I can hire somebody who, an aide, but they charge minimum $20 an hour, and if I have somebody even 3 hours a day, it's still $75 a day. And even if I do it for, let's say, 4 or 5 days, I can't even think. So it's high. So it could be $450 or $500 a week. I don't have that. I can't do that. So I'm going to have to figure out some way to just kind of make it on my own. Yeah, the prices are scary and the prices are endless, and the things that you have to pay for are endless. And once again, if I had a normal job and I got a paycheck whether I was working or not, it would be one thing, but I have no income, so it's a very terrifying prospect. And I need to get out of my house, and I can't even consider that yet. So there's a lot of stuff to deal with, and I'm going to try not to deal with any of it because the tension is not going to help me one tiny little bit. Not at all. So I need something, and I'm feeling at a loss, and I know my other option would be go into a rehab, but I don't know if they would take me. And again, I need wound care. I don't know if they would want me. And then again, the wound care, they didn't do any kind of care in the place that I was in, so who the heck knows if I would get any kind of care at all, at least at home. If I have a visiting nurse, I'll get some kind of care. Thanks a lot. I definitely can do with that. That's definitely helpful. I was feeling much better earlier. Getting the news is a little scary, as I say. I'm just doing whatever I can. My leg hurts. My foot was so swollen this morning that my toes felt like I had rubber bands around the middle two toes and somebody was pulling back on the rubber bands. It was a very uncomfortable feeling. And they told me this could get worse before it gets better. I can only hope it gets better. But who knows? Who knows any of this? So I need to see. I just need to see. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to call Linda. She will pick me up and take me home. What happens from there, Lord knows. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I have so much to figure out. I really do. All right. I'm using the walker because right now my leg is hugely swollen and I just don't feel secure with a cane. I really need the walker. And the only cane I have is the one that one of my wonderful subscribers sent me, and it's a beautiful cane, but it's not substantial. So at this stage I need something with a much more substantial base so it gives me more leverage. So actually maybe I should take a look and see if I can order some stuff like that and get that at least in place. I want to throw up. That's how I feel right now, because I feel as if my choices are between a rock and a hard place, and neither choice is a good one. I mean, as I say, going home may turn out to be just fine or not, and I have no way of knowing whether it's going to be the fine or the or not. So I have to see how that plays out. I don't know. It is what it is, folks. I will do the very best I can, and we'll see. Everybody says I'm doing great. The doctors all came by. They say I'm doing great, but they don't feel what I'm feeling. I think it will be nice being in my own space, though it's not going to look like the space I left. Is, and I'm going to have to deal with things as they go. That's what I'm going to have to do. So I will, if anybody has any great ideas, please let me know. I know I need someone at home. There's nobody. There's nobody. People say that they will help you, but in fact, nobody does. Thank you. In fact, people, they say, is there anything I can do? Can I help you? Can I do anything? And I think they mean it on some greater global level, but when push comes to shove, can they actually do it? I don't know. I don't know. So, oh yeah, I'm sure that I can do that. Yeah, I'm sure that I can. I think, yeah, but who wants to call 911? I don't want to wind up back in a hospital again. I want to get better, and I'm not quite sure how to accomplish that. I also am going to have appointments that I need to keep. I'm not sure how to do that. If I need to have ambulettes taking me for appointments, oh, Barney, I hope so. I pray to God that I can. You know something that's a very good idea, Marnie? I'm going to call the senior center and see if there's anything they can do to help me. So as soon as I get off here, I'll make that phone call and see if there's anything anybody can do, and we'll take it from there. So I don't want to be terrified, because being terrified is not good. That is good, Dan. I'm going to see what I can accomplish. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably not stay on too long, because I want to make some calls before it's too late to make the calls, and see what I can accomplish, and we'll take it from there. So once again, if anybody has any great ideas, you can reach out to me. You know my email address, and you can certainly reach me through the Facebook page. So I'll see you later, maybe tonight if I have any more information about anything. Otherwise, I'm guessing at some point tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, figure it out. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.